Hi, I'm Doc and I make mouse calls. Hello from the wilds of Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground, and welcome to Mouse Calls. I'm Doc, and just as house calls are a doctor's visit to your house, mouse calls are my visits to the mouse. They are trips that I take for the sake of my own mental well-being. They're a chance for me to get away from the stresses of my day job and make some memories with my friends and family. These videos are meant to pretty much just capture that and share the pixie dust with you all at home. This particular mouse call, we are at Disney's Fort Wilderness Resort and Campground. We're staying in the cabins. We're here for a 4-night trip. It's our first time staying in the cabins here at Fort Wilderness, and we're really loving it so far. This is actually the part 2 video of our trip. So if you missed part 1, go back and watch that. It's got our arrival day and our park hopping day yesterday, which was a lot of fun. But the next 2 days are really going to be a chance for us to explore this resort more and some of the nearby resorts, kind of take advantage of this location right on Bay Lake. It's going to be a chance for our decorated golf cart, the Loon Buggy, to really strut its stuff around the resort. After, traveling and then having a full day at the parks, I'm really excited to just have a couple of really chill days. And we've basically already just chilled at the cabin for like the entire morning, which was amazing. I think today we want to do kind of a crawl around Bay Lake and maybe some of the Seven Seas Lagoon as well. There are so many great resorts, in the Magic Kingdom area. And being in this location, that's one of the amenities we get to take advantage of. We can take the boat over to the Wilderness Lodge. We can continue on to the Contemporary Resort. And we'll see where the afternoon takes us, basically. If you watched part 1, you already know that for this mouse call, I'm here with my parents.
Hello.
Hi, Mom and Dad. So we're gonna fire up the Loon Buggy here and drive up to the settlement now. We turn the wrong way out of here every time. Mom's outfit and her ears are so on point.
They're new. The ears are new.
We acquired these ears yesterday at Animal Kingdom, and Mom has masterfully paired them with clothing. Tonight, we're also going to be able to take advantage of the fire pit that we obtained yesterday from the Fort Wilderness Wandering Fire Pit group. If you didn't see part 1, basically, there are very specific rules about fire pits at Fort Wilderness, and there's a Facebook group for folks who pass around compliant fire pits. So we are doing that, and it'll be nice to have a cozy fire tonight. It is just an absolutely lovely day out. It's in like the mid-60s, sunny, bit of a breeze. It's a wonderful day to be out exploring this area. Oh, pretty cute. Nice lounge fly. Oh, those are pretty nice, though. I think you might need them. Oh, the classic coonskin cap. One of our favorite things to do when we're in this area is to go over to the Wilderness Lodge and play cards by one of the fireplaces over there. But it's just so nice out today. I don't know. I feel like maybe it's not quite right to be indoors yet. What do you guys want to do?
Maybe tonight?
We decided we're just gonna hop a boat to Wilderness Lodge and see what we're feeling there. And as it turns out, the direct boat to Wilderness Lodge is not running yet. So I think what we're gonna do is take it all the way over to Magic Kingdom and then over to Wilderness Lodge. But why not? Because it's a lovely day and it's a great day to be out on the lake. We're on boat number 2. Wilderness Lodge is just beautiful. I've never stayed here, but it's high on my list. One fun thing about the Wilderness Lodge is that the pool is continuous with this little creek behind me, and then all of that connects to this geyser field, and there is a geyser that goes off every hour, and so we happened to arrive just a few minutes before it's scheduled to go off, so we're gonna go witness that for the first time. Well, that was fun, but yeah, no, you will get wet if you're standing right in front of it, as we found out. We were also very much downwind of the water, so that didn't help anything. And now we've actually found a nice table at which we can play cards. I think it's sheltered enough from the wind here on the pool deck. Shout out to these waterproof playing cards. I was skeptical about plastic playing cards, but they handle pretty well and I find them very easy to shuffle. And unlike every other deck of cards that we've played outdoors with, they're not growing mold on the sides of them by, hour number 4. There's a lot to be said for a Walt Disney World Resort pool deck. It's a much more chill vibe than the parks, but you're still, you're surrounded by happy families having fun. And it's just so leisurely and nice. I don't know, we've got gorgeous weather. We've had a lovely game of cards.
Mom
I won. And now we're basically right next to Geyser Point. Geyser Point is very close to the pool here at Wilderness Lodge, and it's right on the water of Bay Lake. So it's a really nice place to enjoy the outdoors, the nice weather, and some tasty eats. So we're gonna just walk right over there. We got this table, which is, I mean, basically water adjacent. This is awesome. Our food has arrived, and it looks delicious. We have the charcuterie board. Nice selection of meats and cheeses, enough bread, some grapes. That one looks good. And then these are the mac and cheese bites with what looks like some nice tomato sauce and some greens. And then this is the turkey sandwich. Got bacon, we've got cheese on there, some fries, and then I asked for a side of garlic aioli to dip the fries in. So all of this looks amazing. I'm gonna try one of these mac and cheese bites. It's good. It tastes very fresh, and it's a substantial bite. There's a nice smokiness also to these mac and cheese bites. It kind of gives it a nice little rustic flavor. Turkey sandwich time. This is a quality turkey sandwich. The black pepper turkey is really good. Like, it's kind of encrusted in this black pepper. And it's got nice avocado puree on it. And the bacon, the cheese. This is a really nice symphony of flavors. Classic. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna try this. Maybe. Let's see. All right. Let's get that and maybe the little pickle. All right. Little sandwich. That's nice. That's a nice sharp cheese. Very flavorful. The bread is good. You know, it's a really kind of hearty, robust bread, but it's not too dry. It's a nice little charcuterie board. The bread on this turkey sandwich is also so good. It's like this hearty multi-grain bread. And the texture is just really nice. It holds up to all the contents of the sandwich. That was a really great meal at Geyser Point. That turkey sandwich, 5 stars, would recommend. And, you know, you can't beat the setting. In fact, the setting here is just so great that we're actually going to stay here for a little bit longer and go back to our spot by the pool for a little bit more before we move on from this resort for now. The geyser just fired off. It's 4 p.m. and we've had a lovely time here at Wilderness Lodge, eating, drinking, and playing cards. And now it is time for us to move on in our crawl. Now, as to where we're going next, I'm thinking maybe Grand Floridian, mostly because I've heard good things about the Enchanted Rose bar, but I've never been there before. They have some interesting sounding cocktails on the menu, and we can take the boat from here to Magic Kingdom, and then I think we'll probably walk from there to Grand Floridian because it's still very nice out.
Hello, just watch your step right here.
Well, we're just steps away from the Magic Kingdom, but this is a very peaceful, pleasant walkway. There's a gentle breeze, little patches of shade, and lovely view of the water and the Grand Floridian Hotel. This pathway took us right over the canal where they store the barges for the electrical water pageant, and we can actually hear them. They're rehearsing or doing tests, I guess, before tonight's electrical water pageant. So that was fun. We're exploring the Grand Floridian Resort. I've never stayed here. I've come here a couple times to eat, but I'm not intimately familiar with the resort grounds here. We're at the pool deck, and I think we found our next spot to play cards. We have moved inside the Grand Floridian, and it's such a beautiful lobby. There was someone playing the piano earlier, which was delightful. And now we're gonna head upstairs to the Enchanted Rose. It's a lovely atmosphere in here. It's sophisticated, but like everywhere else at Disney World, it's still very welcoming. It's not inaccessible or, too stuffy. Our drinks have arrived. Dad has the Rye Knot, which has Whistle Pig 10-year rye, Grand Marnier Cordon Rouge, cinnamon, pineapple, and lemon. It sounds interesting and complex. As does Mom's. She has the Aura in Me, which is gin, Saint-Germain, honey, pink peppercorn, cardamom, and lemon. And then I have the controversial Lavender Fog, which has gin, creme de violet, English breakfast tea, vanilla, and cream. I have never tried this before, but I think that I will like it. It's certainly very beautiful. Yep. Cheers. Altogether, the flavors kind of, they kind of come together and form sort of a vanilla overall impression. I'm a little surprised this drink is as polarizing as it is, because that is probably the predominant thing that I get from this drink, vanilla, which is, totally pleasant. Now, I did ask for this one to be made with Empress gin because I wanted just a little bit more of the purpley hue. So I don't know how it would have been with the original, but with Empress, this is quite nice.
It's a good drink. It's there's something in there. It's maybe the bitters. I don't know what type of bitters they use. A little bit soapy tasting. But overall, good drink.
good. If you like Saint Germain, I think you'd like this. They sprinkled cardamom powder on top, which I think is a very nice compliment to it. It's a little bit tart, but it's a lot sweet. I like it.
That was a lovely time in the Enchanted Rose. Oh my gosh, my forehead is so shiny. I will definitely come back. We have piano music. It's a beautiful night at the Grand Floridian. That said, I think we're gonna head on over to what's probably going to be our kind of final stop on the crawl. We're not hitting every single resort on the Seven Seas Lagoon and Bay Lake. We are skipping the Polynesian at this point, and we're gonna go over to the Contemporary because Steakhouse 71 Lounge, what can I say? It's one of my favorite places at Disney World, so we gotta make a stop by there.
To those guests who just joined us, welcome. And standing clear of the doors until the monorail stops. If you are descending, please gather your belongings. Watch your head and step.
We made it to the Steakhouse 71 Lounge. It's always a good time here, and we are excited to have the excellent burger here and the excellent mac and cheese. This is the stack burger, which has like bacon, onions, pickles. There's I believe a lemon garlic aioli on that. It is so good. Waffle fries, of course. And then the loaded mac and cheese, which also has bacon in it, and there's some jalapeno in there too. Both of these are some of my favorite things to get when I come to Disney World, so I am super excited to dig in. Stack burger time. It's a really, I don't know, the combination of flavors in that stack burger is just harmonious. The brioche, the slight sweetness from the onions, the aioli, the cheese, the nice, like, generous cheese on the burger. It's a really excellent burger. Probably one of my favorite burgers I've ever had, honestly. That really might be the best mac and cheese I've ever had, actually. It's got that heat from the jalapeno and the nice kind of texture contrast with bacon bits, and I think it's also got like pulverized goldfish or something on top of it. Ample cheese, nice and creamy. It is an excellent mac and cheese. Both of these are total winners. In addition to the fabulous drinks you can get here at Steakhouse 71 Lounge, I really think this is one of the hidden gems on property. Always a delight. The bartenders there are really great too. Shout out to Bo and Dan. They know what they're doing. And it's so nice to just be able to walk in there. I highly recommend Steakhouse 71 Lounge, and it's probably going to continue to pop up in these videos because it is a standby for me.
Make you pretty tired, huh? You get tired of
One bracing open air boat ride later, and we're back at the fort. Well, we're headed to watch the electrical water pageant. It's quaint, it's a classic, it makes me smile every time. just about time to warm up with our wandering fire pit back at the cabin. This is so nice and cozy. A great end to our Bay Lake and Seven Seas Lagoon day. Tomorrow we're going to be sticking around the resort. We're going to enjoy some recreational activities, take the loon buggy out for some spins. We're going to try and hit up the Chip and Dale campfire sing-along, and we do have reservations for Hoop-de-Doo. So looking forward to a full Fort Wilderness day tomorrow, and that is when I will see you. Good night. It's another beautiful day at the fort. I got up a little bit earlier than my parents, so I'm just kind of strolling over here to the pool. Yes, I know I'm wearing the Germany ears, but they felt meadowy, so I thought it would be a good choice for our Fort Wilderness day. This is actually the first day we've been here that it's been warm enough to be out and about without a jacket on. So looking forward to exploring the fort in this very nice warm weather. I'm not sure yet what we're gonna do first. I've kind of always wanted to rent like a canoe or a kayak at Fort Wilderness, and we've never done that before, so we shall see. It's the loon buggy's time to shine today. I've also got my Big Thunder Mountain shirt today. That seems like my most Fort Wilderness Disney shirt.
Yeah. Water hose too. That's nice.
Say hi, Mom.
What? Oh, hi. Good morning.
We found the loon buggy's kin. Someone had a tropical flamingo golf cart. We're gonna check out the Meadow Trading Post to probably get Mom those wood cross-section Fort Wilderness ears that we saw yesterday. We found these beautiful Anna ears, and I think Mom might need those too. Success. Now, gonna drop this stuff back off at the cabin and then begin our exploration of the fort in earnest. Ah, nice outfit. All right, Mom has changed into her official Fort Wilderness gear, and I think the next thing we're gonna do is actually drive up to the settlement and take a look at the horses. I've never been to the Tri-Circle D ranch before, so that'll be a cool experience to go say hi to the horses. The Tri-Circle D ranch houses a lot of the horses that do various jobs around Disney World. and it's right here at Fort Wilderness. So it's something that anyone staying at or visiting the fort can come check out. We got to meet Hershey. I got to pet Hershey, who is a full-time pony ride pony. But these horses do various things. Like there are some wedding carriage horses in there, parades, they'll do other horse-drawn carriage rides. That's a neat little activity to be able to do here at the fort. We're enjoying a serene view of Bay Lake from the rocking chairs outside Trails End Restaurant. But I am starting to think about that barbecue sandwich that we had on day one. I might have to revisit it. I did order the pulled pork sandwich again, but I was intrigued by this Fort Fruity cookie that I saw in the bakery case. It looks like it has Fruity Pebbles and maybe white chocolate chips in there, but it smelled really good, and it's a Fort Wilderness, I guess, signature item, so give it a try. The cookie tastes, honestly, pretty much as expected, which is a good thing. I think, what you see is what you get with that cookie. It's just as good, or as not for you, as it looks. After a nice meal at Trails End, we found our next card-playing venue here by the lake. And then we're thinking of actually taking one of the boats out afterwards, so that ought to be pretty fun. Boat rentals are not currently available here at the fort. The boat rentals, to go out on Bay Lake. So we're gonna drive back to the meadow and see if maybe we can rent some kayaks and or canoes. The meadow is kind of a major hub here at the fort. It's got the main swimming pool, a lot of recreation activities, including the afternoon crafts. I think there are morning crafts also. And trading post. So I think let's go around to the bike barn and see what's available for today. Oh, thankfully we are able to kayak. She said it's a whole loop. So now we are going to get our life jackets on and get out on the water. And we're back. That was actually a nice long loop around Fort Wilderness and even into kind of some woodsy areas that are kind of outside the resort. It took us about a half hour to get around that. I kind of strenuously paddled on the end stretch there, but it was only $8.50 per kayak for the half hour, and that was a great use of $8.50. So I would recommend that if you're looking for something fun and different to do around the fort. It's just about time for us to do Mickey tie-dye, which is one of the afternoon recreational activities offered here. And then I think we'll go to Crockett's Tavern and enjoy a cold one. All right, we're just about set up to do the Mickey tie-dye. This is an activity that's actually offered, I don't know, maybe at all of the resorts. This will be my first time trying it out.
I'm going to stick to the blue and turquoise, I think.
All right, we're getting started. Mom was afraid to get any tie-dye on her fancy Fort Wilderness shirt, so she has this very stylish bib. All right, we'll see how this turns out in a few days. This is this is Mickey's head and ears, so they asked us to do a contrasting color next. Hopefully that black isn't bleeding too far into the yellow. I guess I'll find out. Hi everyone, Doc from the future here. Sadly, I accidentally left my Mickey tie-dye somewhere at the fort, probably in the cabin. We did file a claim with Disney World's Lost and Found, but I think it probably got thrown away since, unfortunately, they could be easily mistaken for garbage the way they're wrapped up. But here are Mom and Dad's shirts, which turned out great. So I think next time I make it down to Disney World, I'm probably just going to try and redo mine, and then eventually we'll see the final product. That was fun. Yeah. Dare I say, more fun than expected even. And it's a really, I don't know, it's a good setup that they have for tie-dye. Really minimal mess, and very easy to kind of handle. So I think even reasonably small children could do that pretty well. And they wrapped up my shirt all nice. There's instructions for, letting it kind of set and then how to launder it afterwards. Now we are headed back to the settlement to relax at Crockett's Tavern. We picked up our beers and found a great place to sit right basically out here on Clementine's Beach. Our beers are the Sam Adams seasonal offering, which is currently the Cold Snap, which is a wheat ale. And this is my first time trying it, but I've got to say, I really enjoy this. It's nice and light, refreshing, very low bitterness, but it still has enough flavor. So that's a very enjoyable offering. We just had such a nice time relaxing and playing cards by the water here. You know, the parks are awesome, and I love riding rides, but some of my favorite times here at Disney World have been kind of just doing nothing. Just relaxing and taking it all in. We're now gonna head back to the meadow area because campfire bingo is about to start right before the campfire sing-along with Chip and Dale. Hi, Chip.
All right, pick a card, any card. You're gonna pick your card. All right, boys, you need pens. Brown.
We didn't win bingo, but that was fun. Chip and Dale came over to us a couple of times and tried to help. Small children won the bingo, and then when we went for a blackout, Dale actually won. So, and pretty soon they're gonna start the campfire sing-along.
We couldn't believe it. A peanut spoke to Dale. He said, "I love that smile. That's such a beautiful smile." So Chip called the saloon keeper back over. He said, "Hey," he said, "what's the deal with these peanuts?" He said, "They're complimentary." It makes no difference. We have contracts. It makes no difference. It doesn't. Yeah, we killed that the Orlando third grade the other day. Yeah, Chip had it earlier. He went like this, and he's right. Yeah. So we hop back on the horses. It's time for a country song. We need a yeehaw. Yeah, this is a good one right here. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah Rivers, country roads, take me home, sing it with me now, to the place. Oh, that did it. Chip and Dale helped, yeah. Do the hokey pokey, turn yourself around. Yeah, hold self in, hold self out, hold self in and shake yourself about. Do the hokey pokey, turn yourself around. That's what it's all about. Yeah! And if we can get some clapping, some screaming, some cheering for our famous stars of the show, Chip and Dale. Thank you, Chip. Thank you, Dale. It's Chip and Dale, a great sensational corporation. They are Chip and Dale.
The campfire sing-along was a lot of fun, and Cowpoke John was really very funny. He did a great job, you know, working the crowd. We've got a little bit of time before we have to check in for Hoop-de-Doo, so we're gonna head back to the settlement, and then pretty soon we'll make our way to Pioneer Hall. I just hid my refillable resort mug, which is still good for another like 10 days. Here at Fort Wilderness, there's actually a Facebook group that runs an ongoing scavenger hunt across the resort. It's unofficial, but it's fun to participate in. So I have posted a picture of the resort mug, which, you know, I've cleaned out, and hopefully someone will find it. And now we're in the check-in line for Hoop-Dee-Doo. The Hoop-Dee-Doo Musical Review is a dinner show that's extremely popular here at Fort Wilderness. I have never been, so I am excited to experience it for the first time. It has rave reviews, and it's all you care to enjoy, food and beverage, so it sounds like a good time. Get it inside. This cornbread looks very good. Thoroughly enjoying the cornbread. It's not an amazing salad, but it's been a while since I've had any greenery, so it's bottomless, like basic alcohol, like wine and beer, nothing fancy, but they've already brought us each 2 wines.
My name is Homer, and I want to welcome all of you here to...
Barbecue sauce on.
What's the impression of the meat? I did not hear rave reviews, I think.
The chicken is actually tasty.
The ribs are not fall off the bone.
I'm not a huge meat person in general, so I'm mostly sticking to the fixins. But you know, those are decent. Nothing here is, you know, amazing. It's really good cornbread. It's not dry, sandy cornbread. It's got a nice little bit of sweetness. But, you know, the rest of this is just, it's basic. It's what you expect when you look at the menu, basically. You know, you come here for the entertainment, is my impression. that was fun. I'm glad we did it at least, you know, the one time. And I got to use the famous hoop-de-doo washboard, so that was exciting. I feel like I might need the fridge magnet now. Since it's our last night here, we went back to Wilderness Lodge after the hoop-de-doo review, and we very fortuitously found that our favorite spot to play cards by the fire was free, so that's where we've set up shop, and that's where we'll close out the evening. And that means this is where I'm closing out this particular mouse call. Hope you enjoyed exploring Fort Wilderness with us. I know I had a lot of fun. I really enjoy the vibe at Fort Wilderness, and I think the location is great and has a lot to offer. I do anticipate returning here in the future. So, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're so inclined. I guess the next one, I actually have a solo trip to Coronado Springs planned for next month. So that is next on the docket for Mouse Calls. And then later this spring, my parents and I are going on a Disney cruise on the Wish. So very excited for that. Thanks again for tagging along. And, you know, as always, I do call myself Doc, but nothing on this channel should be taken as medical advice, except for this. Wear sunscreen, drink water, and don't forget to breathe. Bye-bye.